Even with the error Yellow Toad makes. Bacon Bro, however, big hits up center. LeBron's trying to come in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Week 14 action continues. Rainbow Road Renegades face off against the Fort Womp Flying Aces in a critical matchup to end both of these teams' regular seasons. Aces, a win here puts them on an easier road in the playoffs. Renegades, a win here, and they'll have the best regular season record in MBL history. The Nerd starts off for the Renegades, a single up center right. Will get on base for Wiggler. Strike one from Diddy Kong. Poor contact on the charge swing, but Big Blue's not going to be able to dive for it. Wiggler gets a single. That's 2 on for starred PD Piranha. The plant already up, looking to crush some baseballs deep in the outfield. There's a big drive outright. Will get down. Gonna be a buddy toss home, but the run comes in. The Nerd hustles in from second as PD earns himself an RBI single to start this game off. They will stop any additional damage. Wiggler gonna be held up on third, but a big knock deep from PD sets the tempo as the Renegades go up 1 early. Runners in the corners for team captain Birdo now. She'll get a slap hit over the infield, and that's gonna be another run in. It'll be the out at second, however. PD caught by that pal block and a long time recovering. Even with the error Yellow Toad makes. Bacon Bro, however, big hits up center. LeBron's trying to come in. They will get there. That ball's going to lose a lot of height. Has to travel a fair distance to get up center field. The Bacon Bro dinger denied in DK Jungle. Aces find their second out and stop any additional damage here. Pink Yoshi, she's up next. Strike one, Pink Yoshi. Big hits from Pink Yoshi, but that's going to be a pop fly outright. Yellow Toad gets underneath it. Flower and the bomb aren't going to be enough to stop him. He'll make the catch. Renegades get too early. Aces, their chance to respond bottom of the first. Big Blue into the gap in left will get a single. Diddy Kong next up. Ooh, Wiggler clips the zone inside. Grounder from Diddy, but a bobble from PD. Big Blue's gonna take the opportunity to go to third as Dolly's stunned by the flower. Big hit from Diddy Kong there, and a very lucky break as PD fails to pick up that ball with the fingerless pedals of his. Waluigi now, runners in the corners. Wiggler gets the zone outside. Strike one. Strike two from Wiggler. Slap up center from Walu will be an RBI single. Big Blue comes in home as the Aces get there first. Wario next up. There's the big windup. Strike one for the team captain. Poor hit. That's going to be a double play. Diddy Kong now stuck in a jam, but Waluigi ran up to first. He was taking that chance to advance ahead. Diddy Kong will be picked off for it. No more outs left for the Aces after that poor Wario hit. But a runner still in scoring position for the Dawn. Gets the slap, and that's going to get down. Waluigi turns the corner from third. They don't have the buddy toss. Waluigi gets home and ties this game up. Great hustle there to come in. Just a little bit of miscommunication in left field from the Renegades. Toadette trying to get the buddy toss, but Dolly just picked the ball up and tried to throw it regularly. Yellow Yoshi will ground out to second. Aces tie the game back up, but the Renegades know how to hit the ball quite hard. They've had a great season. They're looking to go out on a high note. Not going to let this one stay tied for long. Dolly puts one out left. Will be a single for Dolly Parton. Toadette next up. Pode on deck. Grounder from Toadette will be the double play. Purple Toad, no more outs and no runners on. Takes the ball inside. Slap hit up center. Oh, and the People's Champ stunned by the flower. A slow response time. Purple Toad going to be able to be safe on first. Back up top of the order for the nerd as Diddy Kong sends out the banana ball. Or contact, sends that right to the glove of Yellow Yoshi at short. Renegades, no runs in the second. Aces will be up to them to try to break the tie. Puppy leading off in the bottom of the inning. Will be a grounder scooped up by the nerd and out at first. Puppy not able to beat out that speed. The People's Champ next up, Yellow Toad, takes strike one. Pop fly from Yellow Toad out left. Toadette in position. The barrel just gonna miss. Even then, wouldn't have quite been there on time as LeBron comes up. No runners, no outs. But big hits from the GOAT. This one's crushed straight up center. Toadette not gonna have the time. They get there just in the nick of time. Toadette hustles in a speed boost at the last possible second. She'll make the jump with Dolly in center. Down to the wire as the GOAT almost gets a solo shot to break the lead. They will remain tied going into the top of the third. Wiggler leading off. Petey on deck. Strike one for Wiggler. Slap hit goes over to left, and Yellow Yoshi picks that one up as it bounces. Out at first, and no runners on for Peter Piranha Plant. But Petey, you can never count him out, sends this one up to the right. The GOAT and Yellow Toad in position, but it's just way too far. Petey a solo shot to earn the lead back for his team. Renegades go up 3-2. They had all the Kim, but it doesn't matter how much you've got if that ball's just that far gone. Nothing they could do to stop Petey. Birdo next up. Only one out on the count. She'll tip that one off to the left. Gonna get down and play in the roots. Birdo gets the single. Back up to Bacon Bro. Threatened a home run in his last at bat. Can Bacon Bro swing big again? Grounder over to Yellow Yoshi will be the double play from Bacon Bro. Aces get out of that one with minimal damage. Can they turn the heat back on as they come up to their top of the lineup? Big Blue starting off. Strike one for Big Blue. There's the windup, and this one's up to the right, but it will go foul. Oh, a swing and a miss. Strike out for Blue Pianta as Wiggler gets his first strike out of this game. Diddy Kong next up, strike one. Strike two. Slap hit, gonna be reeled in by the magical catch. The nerd locks it down at second. Waluigi next up. Aces haven't got a hit this inning. This one's out to left, and Toadette gets underneath it. Aces 3 up, 3 down. Renegades playing some great defense in the third, and now a chance to extend their lead. Pink Yoshi, she will be first up. Grounder from her, that's going to be thrown out at first. Dolly Parton next up at bat. Ooh, Diddy sends one inside, but she doesn't take the bait. Drives this one straight up the middle. Dolly gets the single. Toadette now up, a runner on. Slap hit Toadette, but that's going to be a double play. Big Blue stretches to make the catch. The Aces stop the Renegades in the fourth. It's a low-scoring ball game for both teams. Can they bring it back around in their half of this inning? Wario up first. He's got the superstar. Will just go for a slap, and it's jumped by the nerd. The Don next up. Gets a slap and gets it down. Single from Yellow Pianta. Aces will get a hit and put a runner on. Yellow Yoshi next up, strike one. Wiggler painting the corners of the zone here. And that's going to be dived by Petey Piranha and the double play. Petey, a cannon to ensure that that stays competitive. The Don, unable to get back on first, will find himself thrown out. Renegades close to the top of their lineup once more as we go to the top of the fifth. Purple Toad gonna wind up. Diddy Kong sends out the banana ball. Will be a pop fly out left. Puppy makes the catch. The nerd next up will get the banana as well. This one's fouled off left, but a pop fly comes down. The Don makes the catch. Diddy starting to feel the fatigue, going deep. With Wiggler and Petey up next, you gotta be careful. Jumped by Big Blue, however. Diddy Kong gets a 3-in-a-row inning. Doesn't let the Renegades get on base. It's taken them quite deep, keeping the Renegades so low. But the Aces, they need to find their offensive footing. Wiggler putting up an equal performance on the mound on the opposite side of the field. Puppy will start a single right up the middle to get on first. The People's Champ winds up, drives that one out left, but a line drive jumped by Peter Piranha Plant. Yellow Toad hits into the double play. LeBron comes up, the GOAT up last. No more outs. Gets a slap, gets past the nerd. The GOAT gets his single, and that's a runner on for Big Blue. Strike one, Blue Pianta. Slap hit, gets down. Aces gonna keep this one going. The GOAT now in scoring position. Diddy Kong, a chance to make some magic happen. Strike one for Diddy. Fouls the next one off left. Slap hit from Diddy, doesn't get past Petey. Just as it's about to touch down, Petey makes a diving catch. Aces leave two stranded, unable to bring him in. Renegades, they hold on to a 1-run lead. Diddy Kong up against Petey. Can he get through it? Strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two for Petey. Just goes for the slap, but that's a low line drive outright. Big Blue makes the catch at second. Diddy Kong holding on the mound even deeper. Birdo winds up, takes strike one. There's the banana ball, curves, and she will make contact, but just tipped off and a grounder up to shortstop. Diddy Kong will be retired there, has pitched an excellent game. Goes over to catcher as Waluigi comes up to pitch. Bacon Bro knocks one up center, but that's going to be fielded by the People's Champ. Yellow Toad makes the catch. Renegades stopped once again in the 6th. But they need to find their offensive footing. It hasn't looked great for them this game. They need to turn it around, and that might start with trying to get Wiggler off the mound. Waluigi pops one outright. Pink Yoshi makes the catch. Wario next up. Big windup. Strike one. Big hits from the Wario team captain. This one's rocketed up center. Pink Yoshi coming in. They will get the buddy jump. Just has too far to travel and loses all that height. Dolly and Pink Yoshi make the flying grab. Comes down to the Dawn. No more outs. Slap hit from Yellow Pianta into the gap will be a single. Yellow Yoshi up next, trying to chase after and keep this inning alive. Grounder up center, reeled in by the magical catch, and he's just not that fast. Can't beat the throw out to first. Aces haven't gotten a run since the first. Renegades lead by 1, and that might be all they need. Top of the 7th, Pink Yoshi to start off. Strike one. Waluigi sends out the star pitch, the big ball. She'll make contact, but that's going to be grabbed by Yellow Yoshi at short. Dolly Parton next up. Strike one for Dolly. There's the big ball again. Contact. Oh, and a bobble from Big Blue. Yellow Toad stunned by the flower as well. Dolly could have gotten an extra base hit in, but holds on first as the Aces fall apart in the outfield. Toadette, a runner on, Pode on deck. Strike one. Dolly safe on first. Swing and a miss from Toadette. Slap hit, but Big Blue turns the double play. Aces stomp them in the 7th, but it's only a 1-run ball game. Renegades will need to keep this one locked down. Puppy to start in the bottom of this inning. Last chance for the Aces to rally. A swing and a miss, strike one. Puppy launches that one up center, but Dolly makes the catch, gets in position before the Ghost Air item can distract her. No obfuscating the ball today. Toad. Strike one for Yellow Toad. Slap hit. The People's Champ gets a single. PD tries to keep it competitive, but Yellow Toad's already safe on base. The Goat next up. Slaps it, but it's jumped by the Nerd. A double play. The Nerd's incredible defense keeps this one absolutely under the Renegades' control as the Aces fail to find any offense after the first. Renegades take it in a casual 3-2, and they have earned themselves the best record in MVL history. We'll take a look at our MVP this game, and this one's going in equal parts to Dolly and Petey, another double MVP. Petey bringing the offense. Dolly, every single home run the Aces attempted, buddy jumped. Great stuff from these two players. Quick look at our box score shows hundreds from both of them, and the Aces struggle to get off the ground. Not what you like to see going into the playoffs. Hopefully they can figure that out before their first round. Well, thanks for joining us here, folks, in the Mushroom Baseball League. We've only got one more game left before the playoffs begin, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you're really liking what we're doing here, why not check out the Discord? Link in the description below. I'll see you in the next one.